Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. The junior doctors, as they used to be known, but what they call now the resident doctors, have, of course, announced that they're going on strike in a few days' time, for a few days, just a short-term strike, in order to focus the mind of the health minister in particular, but the government in general, over their demands for a 29% pay rise, which some see as excessive, but it can be argued that they deserve it. Even if they got it, it would still only put their pay on an equal footing as it was in 2008, and it's still less than a politician's for about 80 hours a week and doing a much better job. So I really don't have a problem with it. The government do, though, because they're going, oh, we haven't got the money. Well, that's strange, because you keep wanking billions here and billions there on Johnny Foreigner. I think it's about time you spent some of that money here. Maybe not give 11 billion to African farmers, but pumped it into what we want in this country to happen. You know, a good NHS, education, etc. But not this government. Oh, no, can't spend here. All the money's got to go abroad. You've got to break this country. And now they're going to, because Wes Streeting has said he's not backing down. I can guarantee Wes Streeting will back down, because the one thing that Wes Streeting doesn't have is a pair of balls. He is a sackless wonder. He is weak. And when the doctors go on strike, and when people see why the doctors are on strike, Wes Streeting will fold faster than Superman on laundry day. Now, the doctors have revealed that they have a, quote, war chest. It's got over $1 million in it in order to help obviate any loss of pay from their strike action. So the doctors will continue to be paid somewhat reduced, but at least get some money to keep themselves ticking over. And it's something that they say they are not backing down on. Now, you know, you might think, oh, well, the doctors are well paid. Okay, let's say you're a junior house doctor, a resident, and you're earning, let's say, $60,000 a year. But you're in London, where you're probably spending, say, $15,000, $20,000 a year on renting accommodation. And now you're talking there a flat, an apartment, and by the time you take your tax off, so you're going to be taxed to smithereens anyway. You pay £20,000 just for your rent. You've got your council tax, your energy bills, and so forth. You know, a junior doctor, you're working 80 hours a week, and you've probably only got somewhere in the region of maybe £1,000 a month left over to live on. And you think, well, £1,000 a month for a doctor to live on, it's a bit piss poor, isn't it? And without boasting, it's shit money. I was earning as much as that when I was an accountant. And this isn't a boast, but I was an accountant in the construction industry. That's the kind of money you earn there. And I was doing 37 and a half hours a week, sitting in a nice warm office, drinking as much tea as I could force myself to swallow. I wasn't running around at 3 o'clock in the morning, looking after 4 different wards with 38 different conditions, and nurses sort of constantly coming at you for a signature here, do we do this, doctor there, oh my God, code blue, with all the stresses attached. So yes, I will say doctors deserve the money. I will agree with them, and I'd rather have a doctor near me than a politician, just in case. After all, something goes wrong, you want a doctor to check you out. When have you ever needed an emergency law passed? You know what I'm saying? So who to society is more valuable? Answers on a postcard too. Wes Streeting, you fat wanker, London. Thanks a lot. Bye.